Wow. Mad Viking Toy Channel. Can't believe I'm making this video again. It was almost finished. And then something happened when the video camera stopped. But anyways, this is just a little news and rumors report. Not a lot of stuff. One or two things is kind of old, but nothing really. Whatever. This one's kind of big, though. A WWE Superstar quit, walked away from the company. Anybody have an idea who it is? No? Well, not really a shocker, but Del Rio apparently quit WWE quite a while ago. And it's just now breaking. He used a clause in his contract, a loophole, so to speak, that would allow him to get out of his contract if certain things weren't reached, like the things that were promised to him when he signed, like championship reigns and main event pushes. He cited all the stupid storylines that he was in that went nowhere, like America with Zeb Coulter and the League of Bad Guys, whatever that, I don't remember what the hell they were called. That went nowhere too, even though it potentially had all the potential in the world to be something good, and they just buried all those guys, buried them all. And I guess before he was popped for the wellness violation, he was already gone from the WWE. That last match that he had with Cena, basically that was it. He was done. He was on a 60-day leave, 60-day notice leave from his contract, and then when he was on it, somehow the WWE popped him for a wellness violation. Same thing with Paige. To me, it just sounds a little bit vindictive, like a revenge tactic, because if he was sitting at home, how the hell did they pop him for a drug violation? And why would he even have taken one? Taken a test to begin with. So they might have just been trying to bury him and make him look bad before he hits the open market again. And I'm sure he's perfectly happy to leave. I'd leave too if I was being treated like that. Triple H was just dogging him. He was either going to get fired or quit anyway, so... does that mean they're going to keep dogging on Paige? I don't know. I doubt they're going to fire her, but if Del Rio's gone, I think they'll lay off of her. But yeah, Alberto Del Rio is gone once more. Probably never to return. The Headbangers, as you saw, are officially back. They are on SmackDown for I don't know how long. It hasn't been released yet, so I'm kind of happy about that. It's kind of a head scratcher too. I think it's because they probably couldn't re-sign Crime Time, because that was a tag team they were kicking around on the internet. And even Crime Time had me scratching my head, because supposedly Shad Gaspar was a huge douchebag, and WWE management hated him, and he's basically the reason Crime Time was fired. And, well, split up, and he was eventually fired. It's just because of his attitude and his mouth. So it kind of shocked me when they were kicking that one around to bring those guys back. But the Headbangers are back for how long? I don't know. But it's nice to see some faces return. And I think the WWE should do stuff like this. They don't have to sign everybody to contracts. Say like next week they bring back, I don't know. Who's out there? Somebody. Say they brought back Shitsky. He came back and he had a fight one night. Okay, he jobbed to John or Braun Strowman instead of some knuckle dragging trailer trash white guy from the Boondocks, and he jobbed to Braun Strowman. Wouldn't that be a lot cooler? Instead of the ring entrance eating up more time on TV than the actual fight. Yeah, I think it would. Like, say here's another tag team. Say they brought back Eminem. They came back for a night. They fought somebody and lost. They put that team over. Things like that. What would that hurt? Or they signed them long enough for a storyline. Something like that. The WWE needs to think out of the box a little bit and try to make this brand split stuff work. TNA does it. And it makes TNA a whole lot more interesting. Ring of Honor does it. Not everybody they bring in is signed to a long-term contract, but it gets them TV time, it gets them attention again, and it helps their careers out in the long run. But so far the Headbangers are back. And also, I've read when Samoa Joe comes up to when he comes up to the main roster, which is supposed to be very soon, he's going to SmackDown. So, FYI. Bo Dallas was recently kicked off an airplane for being drunk, belligerent, and cursing. Then he stumbled around from airport terminal to airport terminal until he finally slumped out in a chair and had all of his belongings laid out in front of him. And he was just kind of sitting there murmuring and talking to himself. And the cops eventually deemed him a danger to himself and others, and they arrested him. When he was on the airplane, he was supposed to be singing Kuna Matata over and over again or something, just being a jerk. Do I think he'll get fired over this? No. His family's got too much power. The WWE, his dad works as an agent or something. Big brother Bo is, Bray or whatever. He's gonna maybe get a pass, maybe, but I don't think they'll fire him. Not for like a first offense. I mean, Flair does this shit all the time. Sting has officially come out and said he's not retired, and he still wants to have a WrestleMania match against The Undertaker. And I'm totally fine with that. Totally stoked, because The Undertaker ain't going to be doing anything dangerous to kill Sting in a match. And Sting probably can have one more match. It's not like The Undertaker is going to pick Sting up and put him in a last ride. Undertaker can't do that with anybody anymore. So, we'd also still get to have our dream match after all, if the WWE does this. The WWE would be stupid if they didn't. Because this year's WrestleMania is going to suck. More on that, why it's going to suck. Because we all know Baylor's out. But Cesaro is now out again, too, for a questionable amount of time. And we all know where he got injured in the match on Raw. The last big spot against the ring post, when Sheamus flipped him over his shoulders and threw him back first. He cracked a couple vertebrae, and did spine damage. They didn't say if he's going to need surgery or what, but he is definitely messed up, and he is off TV for some time. Wheels are in motion. Goldberg came out and said it. They are sitting down and they're talking, the WWE, about his return. He didn't specify if it's for a match or a year or a storyline or what. WWE is stupid if they didn't sign him for like a year and just kick the tires. The guy is still young enough. He can still perform. I'm sure Brock wants to revenge that loss against him from 2004. Why not? Make WrestleMania a lot more interesting. And then, what is it? Charlotte was scolded for her match at SummerSlam for her unsafe work with Sasha Banks. And that was just a spot fest, or a botch fest, because she was hanging Sasha Banks out to dry and just dumping her on her back and her shoulders. And that one move on her head, oh, God, I thought she paralyzed her. Granted, I don't think they're going to do anything to her, but she got her ass chewed out. Brock Lesnar and Orton 2 is, for whatever reason, scheduled to happen sometime next month. My question is, why? So what, is Orton going to get hulked up in this next fight and somehow come back and avenge that horrible loss? Personally, I don't think anybody cares. I don't think anybody wants to see that match happen. And if Randy Orton comes back and beats him, it's going to be stupid. Yeah, they're going to make it. They'll make this next one to where Orton actually gets off. Look, he got offense in this last match. But they'll make it to where it's an even match almost, and Lesnar's getting pounded. What I observed in this first fight was Orton was not playing ball. When he'd go to get suplex, he would totally sandbag the move to where Orton had to where Lesnar literally had to use all of his strength and might to throw the guy. When they do those suplexes, you're supposed to jump and help the guy out so he can throw you. Well, he wasn't doing that with Lesnar. Lesnar had to work. And everybody's all pissed off about that spot at the end, but it was planned. But I can guarantee you Lesnar was given a little bit extra to it because of the way Orton was working in that ring that night. Because he busted Cena open safely, but when he did it with Orton, it required 12 staples to the head. Whatever. Orton's got away with murder for a long time. He's really never paid any dues in the WWE. The only other time I can say that he paid dues in a match was him versus Mick Foley, I believe, 2004, and it was some kind of gimmick match, and Foley flipped him into a pile of tacks, and he landed on his ass. And that little crybaby ran all the way back to the back curtain, live on pay-per-view, and had people pick all those pins out of his ass before he ran back to the ring and finished the match. That's how much of a pussy he is. And that's the only other time I can really think of him taking a bump and earning his keep. But for him to sign on with Lesnar again, I don't know. Good luck, buddy. Oh, there are rumors that the thing with Daniel Bryan, and The Miz last week is just a kickoff to something. Potentially something. Because the WWE is either lightening their stance on letting Bryan wrestle again, or they know that when he's leaving, when his contract's up, that he's leaving. And his contract is up. They don't know when, but they're hinting like it's coming. And he's currently in a major storyline. He's the SmackDown general manager, you know. So if he would just up and up and leave all of a sudden, it'd be a little weird. Wouldn't it be a black eye? Maybe that'd be just karma for the WWE for stealing Bubba Ray away when he was general manager of TNA. So who knows? But he's already been given offers to come back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. And the offer is to make 3 times the money he's making now for the WWE. So he must be making shit money with them. They're just giving him a attaboy paycheck to keep him happy, I guess. So potentially he might be coming back, but it doesn't mean it's coming back to the WWE. He's been hinting at that since day one when he went into his retirement. But it would be cool if he came back and he stomped the shit out of Miz and reclaimed the IC title, wouldn't it? I'd be pretty happy with that, but I don't know. The WWE, to me, just seems content on... They want him around to sell merchandise, but they don't want him wrestling. That's, to me, why The Miz got that storyline that he did on Talk Smack or whatever last week. Because it made Bryan look weak again, but it made Miz look like $1 million. And I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. But, yeah, that's it for now. Hopefully my Loot Crate box will be here tomorrow. I hate getting my shit late before, after everybody else. But, yeah, I do sound messed up because I'm nasalated. I might have a little bit of a cold. I think my niece got me sick when I took them to go watch Suicide Squad, which they loved, by the way. That's it for now. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be doing my Loot Crate box. If you like what you saw, leave a comment, hit like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. And that's it for now. Mad Viking out.